If we follow along the checklist, once we know what we want to animate, and we find our references, we must prepare our tools. Depending on our preferences, many options are open to us. In this case, I'll be using a timeline puppet on Photoshop. There will be a link in the description for the PSD file if you'd like to follow along or experiment on your own. The first step towards animation is to open up the timeline in Photoshop. To keep our file neat and manageable, we're going to create a video group for each body part, in case we have to separate our layer and still keep them in the same track. To animate by rotation, we must enable the option to change our layer's pivot point. Next step, the individual layers must be converted to Smart Object. Drop down the Transform, Opacity, and Style options on your timeline, and place your initial key. Travel down the timeline to the frame of your choosing and rotate the layer, and once you're done, a new keyframe has been created. Play back the timeline and you'll see that Photoshop has created the in-betweens. In addition, to move multiple parts at once, multi-select them by holding Ctrl plus left-click. The disadvantage of the lacking bone system or parenting constraints in Photoshop is the interpolation. Photoshop will follow the shortest distance between pivot points. Be mindful of this when animating. That's it for today, but if you're interested in following along this journey, check for a new update on Tuesday mornings. OBS Ed signing off.